So yeah, anyways, but when I was following Sam through the dunes, the helicopter was following both of us, like doing this, and it gets right like just behind him but directly over me, and it's just blasting me, and I'm like, come on, fly over there somewhere. So it was full sandblast, but it was pretty sick. Like he was super cool about it, and going down the flats and stuff, like I was able to like catch up a few places. He would like get ahead of me, and I'd be like, oh crap, I'm losing time, and then all of a sudden like I'd catch right back up, and we'd be riding side by side through the dunes. And I ended up it was really scary at one point because we came on the other side of this dune, and I had got stuck on a dune, and so I knew we were coming over to a valley. I could see it like from way back, and I come over to the other valley and I could see dust. So I'm like, okay, sick, like I'm not too far behind him. So I go hauling, I keep following this Dutch, and I catch up to him, and it's like some dude with a 90 number. And I'm like, what the heck? And I go like 2 kilometers past where a checkpoint was supposed to be, and it never hit, and I stopped that guy, and I looked at him, I'm like, like, where's the waypoint? And I look at him, and he's at like kilometer like 190, and I'm at kilometer 340, or like 325, and I'm like, oh no. So I turned around, went back, and then I think Sam did the same thing, or like got messed up too, because I seen him turn, and I jumped in right back behind him and followed him through the dunes all the way to the finish. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was I think I got 10th place on the stage. I said 9, but they credited Sam 10 minutes for stopping and helping follow. But I was only like 2.5 minutes off of winning the stage. So if I didn't miss that and go, because I went 4 kilometers. I went 2 kilometers in the wrong direction and then 2 kilometers back to get the waypoint. If I didn't do that, like that literally would cost you that would cost you 2 minutes right there. So, but a lot of the dudes, especially Ricky and stuff like that, they got to the dunes at the very end and stopped and waited. And were like purposefully burning time to let other people go. Because apparently after the marathon state, or after the rest day tomorrow, there's a super tricky navigation, so nobody wants to lead out. So like Ricky stopped, and Pablo Quintanilla saw him stop, so he stopped too, and they all stopped and waited there for like 5 minutes. So that definitely helped my cause out a lot by doing well, but I mean, I'll take it. It's whatever.
And why were you following Sam in the first place?
Because my road book broke. So sometimes the organization makes changes to the road book and you have to cut them in. And since it was a marathon stage, I didn't have my own stuff. I just had the stuff that they gave me. And when I taped the new section in, the tape broke. So when I got to that section, when it was in the road book, the tape broke and I had no road book for 100 kilometers. So I rode for 50 kilometers with nobody, just following tracks. No road book, no person to follow, nothing. And then I got into the dunes, and there was too many tracks. I didn't know where to go, so I stopped on top of a dune, waited for Sam to come and catch me, and then followed him in.
Awesome. And so how do you feel about your top 10 win?
I mean, it's pretty good. When I rolled into the finish, Andrew Short was sitting there, and he's like, did you win? I was like, yeah, I won my line. I started on the 3rd row. I won that. Like, I was first place in the 3rd row category, I guess. And he's like, no. Did you win the overall, the whole thing? I was like, no, there's no way. And he's like, no, I think you did. You started from the 3rd row. You just finished. I really think you just won. And I was like, holy crap. So one of the organizers ran back, and he wrote it all down. He's like, oh, you're only 2 minutes off the win. You're in 9th place. I was like, holy crap, that's cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked. It was pretty fun.
What are you going to do for rest day?
Probably eat a few of these, clean all my gear, and sleep like 24 hours.
Awesome.